All right, it's the beginning of the year. It's springtime. Have you been seeing a lot of blooming things coming up out of the ground? And some people, they celebrate the things that are on the calendar that we were told to do, like Ishtar, fertility worship stuff. Well, some people play games like fertility worship games, like an Easter egg hunt. And so I'm bringing Esol with me. So we're going to look up some things that he was showing me. And I was kind of referring it to like an Easter egg hunt. Let me share the screen for a second and see if we can find out where I put it. Now I can't find it.
Uh,
I don't know where it is. Anyways, I gotta try to find this. I don't know where I put it. Files. I don't know where it is. Oh no.
hmm.
All right, hang on. Okay, wait a minute. Am I sharing something? Do you see something? Oh, here it is. I found it. Do you see
Not
it?
yet.
Do you see this or no? Oh,
No,
okay, hang on.
no, I just see your face real big.
Oh, you do? Okay. Uh,
I see your face. I see I see the cabinets on the top and the light and this is like light blue and some cool patterns like different behind you and then like over to the side with some yellow pillows and you got some green with a little
oh,
marine
look at there's a
thrown in
rainbow
there.
up
You
there. Do
got
you
a
see
little
that?
stuff over the right of the
See
window.
that rainbow up there? Okay. I think I found
Yeah,
it. So I'm
yeah,
gonna share the
yeah.
screen. Oh no, it's not up there.
Yeah,
I have a feeling that my basic thing got, oh, here it is. I think this is it. Here it is. There's a lot of changes going on. It is the beginning of the year. Do you see this now? Okay, so you were showing me, I saved some tabs.
yeah.
You were showing me some things because we have to do little stepping stones, but this, I'm just saying, like an Easter egg hunt. We got to
That's like
find
the
little things.
fourth or fifth one. Right?
This was the very first one that you gave me. The Public Law 79-291.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. How,
Well, it's also 14th Amendment, but sections three, well, sentence three, section 3 and 4, but we could talk about that later.
yeah, like it
So,
says,
yes, public law.
President shall be authorized in the light of the functions performed by any such international organization. What would that be? Would that be any kind of organization or something that someone put together? And all things are international? Is
That
that what that means?
No, that would be when. So we're going to get into the banking, right? And the banking laws of nine, which is what they function by, which is the upside down six,
Ah,
right? So three against nine, right? But an international organization is what you are once you file a bailor bailee non-UCC and you begin banking by the number 13.
okay. I'm tracking with you, but I don't
So,
think that anyone else would know what you're talking about.
well,
Break that down.
so if you do a non-UCC, which there's a lot of information that we're just not going to get into
Right.
to tell you why, right? But filing a non-UCC basically is a private lien,
Okay.
right? So the commercial world functions by UCC contract trust
Okay.
law, right? So everything they do is UCC contract trust, and there's two bonds written on it.
Okay.
So when you're dealing with the principal and you want to be the principal, the living man or woman, the actual principal, not the principal, all capital letters, which is your name all capitalized, which is this thing that they made a paper death monument of you,
Little jack
right?
of paper.
That's Babylon banking,
Ah,
right?
Babylon
So they're
banking.
speaking about now, they're speaking public law 79-291 approved when? December 29th, 1945, right?
Mm-hmm.
59th stat 669, right? So they're speaking about an international organization right here. I have my non-UCC right in front of me. It says the Bailey is a Pennsylvania Republic civis principality, civilly alive, international organization of age and one having the full power of a private attorney general,
Mm.
right? So
You become a private attorney
this
general.
living principal man made himself by doing a non-UCC, an international organization, which is talked about right here, right in public law. So if you're questioned about how you're doing such things in the future, you give them the law by what you're doing it. And that's what we're talking about right now,
Okay.
right? So this is just some of it. But the point is that we're functioning under a republic. It's
Okay.
everything is the republic. We're a republic. The laws we function and we invoke the laws of the republic where we go, right? But you got to be able to have the standing to do something like that. So the standing to do something like that is having those three EIN numbers,
Okay.
right? That I mention over and over again,
Mm-hmm.
right? So those numbers give you the ability to do these different things with the accounts to literally call your like the foreign grantor trust number makes you a bounty hunter, folks,
Mm.
right? So who's your main fugitive? Your surety, the paper entity they created. So when you do a 1414 consent of surety for a contract, you got your all capital name, you put the title of that, that would be surety bond, right? And then next to it, you put the person who's making this happen. That's the living you, right? So you type it, you sign it, and you got to put the title of that next to it. And I put surety fugitive owner. Now I've already done this. I've already done this like 5 times. So I'm not like, oh, it's a theory.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I'm doing this. So um some things are working, things are happening as fast as I want. But like it was understanding these things that we're looking at right here. So yes, public law 79-291. And the next one, but do you want to read that again? Here, let's just read it. For the purposes of this title, the term international organization means a public international organization in which the United States participates pursuant to any treaty or under the authority of any act of Congress authorizing such participation or making an appropriation for such participation, and to which shall have been designated by the president through appropriate executive order as being entitled to enjoy the privileges, exemptions, and immunities herein provided. The president shall be authorized in the light of the
Functions
hold on,
performed
sorry, functions performed
by any
to
such
any
international.
such international organization by appropriate executive order to withhold or withdraw from any such organization or its officers or employees any of the privileges, exemptions, and immunities provided for in this title, including the amendments made by this title, or the condition or limit to the employment of any such
Enjoyment.
organization or its officers, employees, or any such privilege, exemption, or immunity. The president shall be authorized if, in his judgment, such action should be justified by the reason or the abuse of the international organization or its officers or the employers of the privileges, exemptions, immunities
Please.
herein provided for, or any other reason at the time to revoke the designation of any international organization under this section, whereupon the international organization in question shall cease to be classified as an international organization for the purposes of this title. Right? Bada bing, bada boom. That was done in 45, right?
And who's the
So
president? Are we talking about
my
the
phone just
president of every corporation? Or are they talking about the president of the United States
we're
Corporation?
talking about the president did an executive order back then, which made this law. So this is Public Law 79-291. So the
But what I'm
president at
wondering,
that time made this come out, but because of the way the system works, it was law that never got repealed. So it's law, right?
so I'm just
So
wondering
moving
if
right
there's
along.
any double speak in here. Are they saying that each organization has a
Yes.
president and that each, like if we contacted the CEO
No,
of American Express,
No. It's about the president and no. It's about the president and the executive branch of the government, right? And dealing with an international organization, which is what we are telling them we are, right? And by being the living principle, you are an international organization by category, right? So then you don't fall into like, yeah, you're a national by birth. You would technically be a pre-March 9th, 1933 American national by birth, or a state, small s, of the Union, big U, state, um, uh, sorry, state, small s, of the Union, big U, citizen, big C, right? State of the Union citizen, right? Is is the way of saying American national, because see, when you say national, when you're getting a passport and you national, the even with the choice B under 1101, right? Like you're still like it's like you're a better than US citizen, but you're still sort of like a US citizen. However, if you're not a vessel of the United States, then you can't be a US citizen.
right?
So, if you're a service of process, if you're these multiple other things all at the same time, so you're trying to file paperwork which contradicts those things, right? So, if you have receiver of service of process, they have your all capital name as a state organization, right? And the address that you have, all capitalized with a 5-digit zip, which makes you living in Washington, D.C. You
Wow,
are a resident, which means temporarily there to do business
yeah,
of your state, right? So and that's how they keep you corporate, right? So,
that's one.
like, you have to just take that and be like, yeah, I know you're trying to set that up so you can take all my stuff, but no, right? So, um,
Look at this word right
so
here. Look at this word right here. See, president. But look here, it says resident. And what I'm wondering is,
right,
are they doing a weird double speak here? If we were to make an international
no,
organization, are we going to be the president are we saying that we're a resident? I was just wondering. Or we're foreign.
Well, no. I mean, the president, by one oath, he can have like a connection with the people, but that's it. Like he is an executive officer for the corporation. Now, the
Yeah.
corporation took a horrible turn in 1871. Okay. It's the key year. And people just want to like overspeak that and talk about all these other years. Stuff shifted forever in 1871. And the United States became the corporate monster it is on that day. The New World Order started on that day.
Should
Right.
we
So,
look that up?
um,
Is there one
like
on
you had
tab
the,
1871?
well, yeah, you can look at there's a constitution of 1871 where it becomes the Constitution of the United States, not the Constitution for the United States of America, right? So, but people pay that no mind, right? So,
You want to put in of or for?
that's not even the Constitution, right? So basically, as an American, I will tell you some Patrick Devine stuff for a second here. You
Okay.
have 25 American commandments. You have the original 10, right? So if you're going into a court, what should be on the left side would be the 10 of Moses, right? On the left side of the court, right? And on the right side of the court would be the 25 American commandments. They are the 10 Bill of Rights, and they are the first 15 amendments of the Constitution, right? Now, there's been all this stuff with the 14th Amendment, but you don't realize if the Constitution is for them, it's for them. It doesn't have to deal with us. Like that's them trying to play games with us, right? So, um,
Because
the
that's their
16th to the
corporation
27th,
business statement, right? Is that their mission statement for the
yes,
corporation? Okay. Is
yes.
is it the
So it's
of?
it's like a subversion, and so they're like, well, we're following the Constitution, and they're talking about this one, right?
Hmm.
So it's like, no, you're not, right? But that's why you have to call on the Republic, because that's what the original Constitution was about. Republic. You have state constitutions originally. Every single state in the United States of America had their state constitution that every people of that state deserved to have a republic form of government, right? It's in the constitutions. It's been changed and altered in a bunch of states where democratic rulers have ruled for a while and they've perverted and adulterated things. Sorry, but that's the truth. So, I don't like. I'm not going to argue over it. It's worth checking it out. Yeah, people check it out. But I'm not going to waste time arguing over
So
that.
we're doing
We're about if
of.
we're going to do anything.
Of is the one that's
No, we're doing four.
oh.
This is the corporate bull. The original
Oh.
Constitution is a Constitution for the United States of America, not the Constitution of the United States. You
Oh.
follow me?
So this
So,
is the one that they
this happened in 1871.
oh.
Yes. They perverted the Declaration of
Yeah, because it
Independence.
was
Like, look, I
1776.
know this stuff, man. I'm not like, if the real people want to argue about it, yeah, let's do that. We'll
So
do
the
it in a court of law. I invoke
1776 one was the real one. Four.
the original, yes,
Oh, wow. And this one right here, they switched it in
not for the
18.
Corporation of the United States, but for the United States of America,
The
right?
first
That's the
one.
original Constitution.
Okay, let me see. That was that 1776?
Yes,
All right, hang on. Let me just see. Oh, I wonder.
it
Let
was
me.
actually written up before that, but whatever.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay, so I just wanted to look at the difference really quick. Constitution
Right.
for the United States of America.
For the United States of America.
I'm noticing that it wants to keep going to that other one. How weird. And to the Republic.
and to the republic for which it stands.
Look at all of these are
Right? So
changed.
The United States of America is part of the republic. So if you're a republic officer, then you can tell them to go kiss some butt.
Yeah, look
Right?
at this
So,
one. It says the U.S. Constitution. And then down here it says the Constitution, United States of America. But I'm not seeing anything about 4. Are they shadow banning it?
yeah, so look at that one. See, this is what they do, right? So
Oh, this
uh,
one says of. I don't see any of them that say 4. How weird. So would I have to go to that
right.
1770 something? Oh, look at the Constitution
Type in the
4.
word original,
Look at this. This is on eBay. The
right,
Constitution for the United
for
States.
sale.
Yeah.
Right. I have a copy. I have a copy of it from the Library of Congress. So I signed it. So I'm going to send that into the government too. I signed a Declaration of Independence too. I also signed a couple other documents. So they get a copy of it, and the rest are registered mail in an envelope to myself. Yeah, okay, challenge me on that. I got them in the envelope here. You can open this one, right?
So now we just
Check
found
it
out
out.
that there was 2 Easter eggs. There was the Constitution of the United States, and then there was the Constitution for the United States of
1787 is when
America.
it's a so they did that in 1787, right? So but the thing shifted, right? So they killed they killed Lincoln, right? So Lincoln was doing the greenbacks. So he knew what was happening with money. So he did greenbacks. So they were basically equivalent to like working with silver. And they shot him and they killed him, right? So they could do that, right? And by the time Nixon rolled around, silver became off the market, right? So that was the one, like,
Yeah, they're not showing it.
truly.
Showing it. It's weird. But anyways, it looks like
Yeah.
we
All
only
right.
have 10 minutes, so let's move on. Let's find some more Easter eggs. All right, so do you want to go to
Right,
Vest?
right, right. So, but you guys need to, this is what I'm saying. You saw it for yourself. It said the Constitution for the United States of America. But then when you go to look for it, here, Constitution of the United States of America, all capital,
Right.
right? So it means altered document bullshit. Sorry, excuse my French, but that's what that is, right? That's not actual law. So the actual law is the original. There's another word that you can use to define that, right? But it's really hard to read the original one because it's all in cursive. The
Yeah.
entire document, they
I
hand
have a
wrote
copy
it,
of that one.
right? And it's
Oh,
it's it's a bunch of pages, man. It's a bunch of pages, and you got to be like, do 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 do, right? But you can then find if you find the Library of Congress one, the original one, then you can find that typed out. You can like be able to read it for yourself to understand, right? So
got
here
one
we
at
are.
my shop.
46, 573. Vessel rated.
Ah,
But we also need that 73.
okay.
The 73's first, right? So
Right here.
you got that next, right?
73 Merchant Mariner.
Yes. Okay. So for folks watching, this right here, 73. Merchant Mariners documents. That's your social security account, right? You're the merchant mariner, but they made you the chartered vessel. So that social security number with 2 dashes is a routing number. It's their routing number. What is the account number? The account number is your social with no dashes, right? So that's a dead number. When it has dashes, that means it can go one direction or the other. That's why the social security number has 2 dashes, right? So it can be deposited into and it can be pulled out of, right? So you get these EINs the individual banker can be the fiduciary and move stuff around, but he's got one dash in his number. The estate number has one dash, and the foreign grantor trust has one dash. They're treasury bank routing numbers, right? But they have one dash, which means you can deposit into them. So you got to be able to have the banker to move the stuff out of the accounts and around.
Let me look at
Right?
this one.
46 U.S. Code, Chapter 73, Merchant Mariners, right? And oh, all right, that's the next one. You're jumping ahead.
We only have like 8 minutes or 5 minutes. Oh my God.
Okay.
We're doing a
All
fertility
right, so
Easter egg hunt right now. So it's like we got time. We gotta hurry up and get it. See who the winner is. 15
all
US.
right, but I got no, I can breeze right through this. So
Dude,
22 USC subsection 288A, but you're at the next one, which is 15 USC, which is necessary. It's on every bill of credit you're going to do from here on out, right? So this is very important. 288A, privileges, exemptions, immunities of international organizations. This tells you your privileges, exemptions, and immunities, right? As an international organization. How are you an international organization? Because you've gotten the 3 EINs. You've then filed a non-UCC registered mail with yourself, and you have that sealed. Now it's official at that point. You now have a Postmaster General number.
that's
It's
that
13
13.
digits,
Okay. And you explain that as
right? So
2 letters of your state, your 5 zip code dash the 4 zip code that you have, and then
it's the importance of these numbers and the reason that you use the 9-digit zip is 9 digits is banking for them, banking for them. Banking for us, if we are functioning from the Republic and not being commercial entities, then it's 13.
okay.
So why 9? Why is 9 a problem? Because 9 is a deceptive, flipped upside down 6. And so it's 666 with these numbers,
Oh,
right? So
target
it's
beast.
upside down, it's 9, right? So
Wow.
if you're functioning by the Republic, it is by 13. That is the magic number. That is the number of the Republic banking system. So
And that was because there was 13 states at the beginning when they did that flag for 13. Is that why?
the Union, yes,
Oh, okay, yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So it's like it has to do with the stripes of the flag more than the stars, right? So in
Oh,
the Great Seal, it is 13 over and over again, right? So
right.
between the claws of the eagle, the feathers of the eagle, we are people, living men and women, the eagle in the
Yeah,
Great Seal.
3 minutes. Go over this one.
Yeah. Why do you only have half hour?
Because we talked at the
I,
beginning.
I got an hour
We
and a half
wasted
in me.
15 minutes talking.
We didn't waste anything. But I mean, it's like, I like
Well, we could get back on this again.
if
It's
you
just
want to go through this,
knock things out.
I'm being slow for you guys' sake.
Knock this
Like
out. What about this?
so 15-1 USC 1 and 2 are going to be on every bill, acknowledgement, bill of credit, and endorsement you do from here on out. So you should know these, you should understand these, right? Trust, etc. In restraint of trade, illegal penalty, right? Restraint of trade, illegal penalty. So, right at the bottom of my bill of credit, it says Per the UCC banking laws, it is endorsed and submitted to the Treasury UCC Contract Trust Division for the credit debt set-off and or payment settlement against the noted United States UCC Banking Trust Company, Contractors Monetary Banking Commercial UCC Contract Trust. Contract with the United States Commercial Department of Treasury per the EIN UCC Contract Trust, known as Foreign Grantor Trust Number. The Treasury per EIN UCC Contract Trust and Foreign Grantor Trust Number. Credits are to be drawn from the required UCC contractor's performance bond. Interest taxable credits for the IRS taxing credit charge Julius plus additional interest of whatever dollar amount that is.
We're gonna get cut off.
And as an
we gotta get
okay.
back on again. We're gonna do another one. There's
Okay.
more Easter eggs.
Like yeah, it's so weird. Like I mean, this is nothing here. Like we got to get this stuff out.
Yeah,
And then, like, because, and then everybody needs to get the 3 numbers, and I mean within 3 days, and start exercising this stuff. And if all of us are doing it, like, stuff can change really fast. But if, 2% of the world is doing this, which is happening right now, which is a guy that's 72 in Massachusetts.